Ladies and gentlemen, we're covering SHEIN today, leveraging environmental and ethical opportunity for SHEIN. This is a deep dive. We're Team DNCA covering environmental and ethical global team 2 from the United States. I'm Daniel and I'm joined by
Person.
Ashley.
Nikki.
I'm Danny.
Okay, we're also joined by the Colombian team as well. If you can introduce yourselves.
Hello, my name is Oscar.
Hi, my name is Sebastián Mesa.
I'm Kumbaso.
All right, so we're going to go over a general overview of what we're covering today. So the fashion industry is increasingly focused on environmental and ethical considerations. Many people are beginning to think green, as they call it, and consumer demand shifting towards sustainable and ethically sourced products. This is definitely something that we see in the past few years. And if, unfortunately, companies or products are not catering to the needs of those who want to shift to the green thinking perspective, then that said company will lose business. And SHEIN is, in fact, committed to addressing these concerns to align with evolving market trends and consumer expectations. We're going to be going into this much further through the presentation.
Yeah, so touching off what Daniel said, in terms of the market trend, well, 68% of consumers globally say they're willing to pay more for sustainable products, which goes hand in hand with kind of the message we're kind of saying today. As you can see, from 2014 to 2021, actual sales has grown in terms of sustainable products, specifically in the US.
So we're gonna speak about the opportunity in the identification. So we have the incorporating environmental and ethical practices into SHEIN's business model. We have also the potential benefits, differentiation, and attracting a conscientious customer base. And to finish, the opportunity to enhance brand reputation and customer loyalty.
Okay, talking about the relevance, the opportunity perfectly aligns with SHEIN unwavering commitment and to sustainability, a core value embedded deeply with the ethos. By actively addressing present environmental and ethical concerns, SHEIN not only fulfill its corporate responsibility, but also lay the groundwork for enduring success in a long term. This pivotal moment present an unparalleled opportunity for SHEIN to assert its position as a trailblazer in the realm of sustainable fashion, thereby solidifying its reputation as forward-thinking leader dedicated to making meaningful contributions to more eco-conscious world.
Risk of non-action, reputational damage due to perceived lack of commitment and sustainability, regulatory risk related to environmental and ethical practices, and potential disruptions to display supply chain and operations.
So yeah, with the Colombia and the United States, with the situational awareness, with the what factor, is that environmental and ethical factors in Colombia and the United States, they both face challenges related to reputation, like the resource reputation, the pollution, the unethical labor practices, as well as the growing importance of the social responsibility that has been in the fashion industry. Trends impacting SHEIN has been changes in consumer preferences, regulatory requirements, and stakeholder expectations. Influences SHEIN's operations in both Canada, Colombia, and in the United States. The reliable sources is with SHEIN. They can rely on industry reports, academic studies, and the government's publications to gather data on environmental and ethical trends in both countries, as well as SHEIN's operations in Colombia and the United States. This varies aspects such as material sources, manufacturing processes, supply chain management, marketing strategies, and as well as customer engagement initiations.
And then in terms of environmental liabilities in Colombia, as you can see from this graph we provided, there's definitely a lot of hotspots, which is something we want to look out for and even capitalize on. And then moving right along to SHEIN's popularity, especially in the US market, as you can see by market share for January and June 2021, SHEIN definitely takes the leadership in this graph.
Now moving on to the Colombia and USA, the strength of argument. Why?
What's crucial for SHEIN's success is to address the environmental and ethical concerns. This aligns with the customer values, regulations, sustainability, and goals for both countries. Risk of neglecting these factors include reputational damage, legal issues, supply chain disruptions, and loss of market share. Supported by evidence is going to be the market research, case studies, and examples of similar challenges faced by other companies.
Moving on to the Colombia and US proposed course of action, or the how factor. The effective strategies that SHEIN could use are sustainable sourcing, ethical manufacturing, and waste reduction, as well as consumer education. Solutions show creativity and innovation, incorporate the best practices possible with using emerging technologies and enforcing it with stakeholder engagement, and comparing with competitors. So assessing feasibility, viability, industry trends, benchmark performance, and learn from success and the failures.
Now, moving forward with the implementation timeline, from month 1 to 2, we really want to focus on research and analysis. Going forward from months 3 to 4, then that's where we start to develop the strategy. After months 5 and 6, then we really are going to implement pilot programs, which is kind of a small scale / test, and also partnerships. Now, moving on to months 7 through 9, that's really going to be the full scale implementation. And finally, at the end of the year, for months 10 to 12, that's where the evaluation and adjustment over the whole strategy is going to take place.
Well, so in conclusion, SHEIN has a significant opportunity to differentiate itself in a competitive fashion market by embracing environmental and ethical practices. Its proposed strategy is followed by SHEIN will likely see long-term success. Well, these are some references that we use to this presentation. Thank you.